different platforms at the same time. That's the way I've got it set up. Again, experimenting with the possibilities of moving over to apps like everybody else. Uh, Today, one day after having my hand and elbow operated on, a little sore, not too bad. Just can't squeeze anything with my hand is the thing that I'm not supposed to do. We're going to begin work on a project that I said that I would start. That was before I knew I was going to have surgery. And we're going to invite you to follow along with me. I am making a quilt. My wife got me started sewing back when the corona epidemic took place. And we had a pretty good little business. We had a great number of requests through social media from where my wife works and also from one of the prison facilities that I used to work at. We were very busy for about 2 months. I mean, extremely busy. Since then, it slowed down. I ended up getting COVID in August. I had to stop what I was doing. Again, just due to the fact that I didn't want to get anybody sick that we were sending products to. And I became very weak because of the virus. But since then, we were greatly. We're moving on. We're doing great. Now we're moving on to other things. I got back into the room the other day to pick up some of the techniques that I was taught from my wife. Let me see if I can clean this picture up a little bit. I see my quality's dropped bad. See if changing my Wi-Fi signal helps out any, but there we go. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. Uh, so what we're going to do is do something she said that is very simple. Now, I am a novice, very much a beginner, but I'm going to take this project from assembly to putting together in the three different layers, the quilt top, the batting, and the backing, and then sashing it with the proper material to finish it off. And then I'm going to get the straight stitch. Uh, we call it the big boy, the big machine to hand quilt it. And I may yet not sure if I'm going to put some designs on it or just go with a free flow. It's not computerized, so it's going to have to be through my own ability to do whatever artistic lines I can give. But I encourage you to watch me on all these platforms and to stay with. It's going to be a process. It's not going to be quick. I make a lot of mistakes. So it's a learning curve. But if I can do this, anybody can do this. That's the whole reason I'm doing it. And especially with a broke wing, I get to go out and doctor this up here in a little bit. My lunch is at 6 o'clock when my wife comes home for lunch, and we're going to go out and eat. And we'll get to doctor my wound up, and then we'll get back to what we're doing. So I'm going to sew here for about 30 minutes and get some things put together, just to get the feel of things. I may, depending on how my hand feels, continue. If not, we'll start it up again tomorrow. But stay tuned as we get going. Let me put you in the cradle. Ow! Rotate your device. Okay, it don't like that. It don't like that. Oh, well, neither does my hand. All right. Let's see. Let's get this. All right. What I purchased, I found a place where I can order pre-cut fabric. I'm the not the world's greatest when it comes to cutting. It seems like a very straightforward thing, but it doesn't take much with the roto wheel to make a mistake and cut short. So I started with a pre-cut pack. I got 200 6-inch pieces of fabric. All right. and we are ready to rumble. And hopefully I can do this the way she taught me. She said straight, and we'll go from there. I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to work. All right, we're there to go. All right, there we go. Here we go. All right, let's see how it worked. Did I have a bobbin in? Yes, I did. What? Holy moly! Is it? Let's see. I don't think it worked. Son of a gun. Wow. First quilt square, something happened. I didn't even get thread to feed through the machine. That's got me boozled already. Alrighty. What is going on? We got thread here. It didn't even sew one piece of thread through that piece of fabric. This is my wife's machine. It's got a few more features. This is, all right, there we go. Everything's clean. And we put this in the right way. It wasn't in that way when I took it out. Ow. If you hear a lot of oh and ow, that's because it hurts like hell sometimes when I touch my wounds. All right, let's try this again. Let's get it done right. Do it right the first time, and you won't have to do it a second time. Right. Square everything up. And excuse me if I don't see any comments or pay any attention to the screen because I can't afford to mess up what I'm doing. I guess that'll work. I want to set that down. There we go. First one. Tension tight. That I know. That I know. All right. Trim. And nombre uno. All right. We're on a roll. So this is going to be a 4x4. I'm connected to something. My Bluetooth just connected in my ear. I wonder what I'm connected to. See, I told you this is going to be a fun journey. I have no idea what I'm doing. but it's the directions I was given. If anybody that hasn't done this, I know there's a lot of ladies that when we were making masks that said that it was too confusing for them, or it was something that they just didn't think they had the talent with. I remembered when I was a kid playing with my mom's sewing machine, and I wasn't doing anything other than just sewing straight lines on pieces of fabric and playing with it. And that's going back to when I was 10, 11 years old, and I'm nearly 70 now. So doesn't matter how old you are. I've priced some of the quilts my wife has made. She gives her baby blankets away. Some of them I've priced at over $250, $300. Similar pattern, similar workmanship. And she would make them and give them away. I didn't realize how much money I was spending on fabric before she was working. Some of the quilts that have been made in this house are very, very nice and gone to some very nice people. All right. Let's see if I did this right. 4 by 4. That's 6, 12, 18, 24. And I need to go 4 more. Okay. And what we're hoping to do, we haven't got it set up yet. Stay tuned. It's possible, altogether possible. We're going to try to raffle this off. Don't know how we're going to accomplish that just yet, but we're not trying to do anything more than let somebody have a chance for the cost of a raffle ticket to get a throw quilt in time for the nice winter colds as the snow is flying, that they can wrap up in front of the fireplace and stay nice and warm. That's what we're wanting to do. And if it gets to be something that I can do and can knock out here in my spare time, no telling how many of them I can make. I got nothing better to do, being that due to an unfortunate incident that I had at work, inside of a prison system that I worked at, I'm kind of confined to a life of no activity. And all my doctors, they get mad at me. I had one yesterday. The anesthesiologist told me that the reason that I've got back pain is because of my gut. And I looked at him and I said, yeah, you're right, doc. I don't have sleep apnea. I don't have heart problems. And I can't get anybody to look at me to do bariatric surgery. And I can't get my cardiovascular system kicked up fast enough to lose weight. And I eat 2 small meals a day. And I still don't lose any weight because I'm a big old boy. He walked away from me. I said, well, if you can get me into that bariatric center, doc, I won't have a back pain the next time I come in. He walked away. He was another smart doctor that knew it all. But I don't have all the complications that those centers require for people. I don't have sleep apnea. I don't have heart issues. I don't have diabetes. I'm just a big boy. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. All right. And here goes number 7. And I was told, don't worry about matching them up and trying to lay it out on any specific pattern. The pattern will come out when you put them together and you'll have what you got. So that's what we're doing. We're going to go for what you got. Told not to worry about back stitching because we're going to sew it all together as one big happy mess. Yeah, buddy, rock and roll. I'm learning this. Okay, I don't like her. May have to go over to my machine. And this should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th one is going on. We've got our first complete row. 7 more rows, and then we have it made. All right. Every time I say that, I keep reminding myself that here living in Texas, Matthew McConaughey, the actor, is thinking about running for governor. All right. I think that's going to be funny. It'll be the first time an actor became governor of a state, a large state. You have, I will be back in California. All right, let's take a look and see what we've got. Oh, stand up, take you out of this. All right, and let's reverse the camera. Hello, everybody. We've got our first ever, for me, row number 1 of 8. Hot dog, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, well, my dog's out there barking. You may have heard him out there in the background, so we're going to go out and check on him. And doesn't look like anybody's even bothered looking, so that's cool. I'm sure they'll get a chance to look on hopefully one of the other sites. But I'll be back later as I do the others. I may start off on Periscope. I may start off on one of the other social media platforms just to get them some time. And so I've got some time in on those platforms. I'm looking at possibly doing YouNow as well. So I might put a little segment over there, but I'll try to do more of it on Periscope until it shuts off in March. Until then, thanks a lot for stopping by and watching me as I accomplish something I've never done before.